So as you'll have gathered, and I only clocked it when I saw the running order just now, this section of the afternoon is a section talking about a group of community gardens on Tyneside, each side of Tyneside. So we're one of those, and we're this notion of joining the dots is such a wonderful idea. I think we're thrilled to be one of the dots that Paul is joining. So our dot is Summerhill Square in the middle of. So you can orient yourself. Going down the left is Westgate Road. Station will be in the middle, and you can see the glass out at the top. And there was, I mean, it's called a bowling club, we still call it a bowling club. There has been recreational activity in that square since about 1885. It became a bowling club in 1905. And rather shockingly, I mean, rather amazingly, they didn't allow, I can't believe I'm saying this, they didn't allow women to join until the 1980s. Can you imagine? Anyway, women then became, it's quite. And then the bowling stopped in 2010. When they reckoned the club reckoned they weren't viable as a club anymore. So the community took it over at that point. And what I'm going to talk mostly about is the way that we fund what we do, the activities we do there, and the way we fund the ecological activities that we do. And then Maisie will say a little bit about, in more detail, about the ecological things we do. So, I'll go the wrong way. Yes, so that's the site. So there are still two things that you can see were bowling greens. Is this a pointer? No. Anyway, top left, bottom right is a wildlife garden. I'm going to talk about these places a bit more in a sec. Top left is an orchard and allotments, and then there's a clubhouse in the middle. The clubhouse was a pavilion. We took it over. When we took it over, it needed quite a bit of refurbishment, so we refurbished it completely to make it a much more flexible space. And we use it, it's a sort of key income earning element of the way the place works. So we do a wide variety of evening community activities of all kinds of different kinds. Music, quite a good strand of music activities and quite a lot of smaller music groups. This is a very attractive space to try things out, to launch projects, and so on. This is a thing we've just started doing, a community clothes swap. Which we're doing a couple of times a year. It seems to be the right kind of rhythm for it. We're starting to get used for business activities, people who want to do away days or training sessions or anything like that, bring those to us. And we started also, we have a wedding license, so we have a license both for the pavilion and for the outdoor spaces, and the weddings bring together the indoor and the outdoor spaces. So some of the weddings happen indoors, some of the ones have out, and you get a very good sense there of where the square is entirely surrounded by 19th century buildings. Let's go back. Yes, that's right. At the end of the day, when all the wedding guests are gone, the music has stopped and everything, you just have this rather lovely glowing memory of the wedding in the middle of the square. You may remember Vamos, that wonderful Spanish Lucifer festival that Nick Barrera did. We did a few of those at the square. During COVID, when nobody could play indoors, Royal Northern Symphonia came and did a socially distanced concert on the green. They were socially distanced, the audience was socially distanced. We did bonfire events, as you would expect. That's a terribly grisly shot, but there is still bowling there. So the Springbank Bowling Club, who used to bowl in Regis Park, now come and bowl with us. So there is still a link with bowling. And this is sort of joins on to talking about our three particular spaces. We were thrilled to be part of the ABC Festival. It's a terrific festival. And you just see the wonderful bee and the tiny child on the right, fascinated by the bee. So the three spaces I'm going to talk a little bit more about now, which are where the sort of ecological heart of the project is the bottom right, the wildlife garden, and the orchard and the allotments at the top left. So the wildlife garden, it's a very precious, special space. It's entirely designed and run by volunteers, and it has a very beautiful kind of contemplative quality to it. This is a project we did with the West End Refugee Service. You get this wonderful sense here. This is 20 minutes walk from the station. You know, this is the most tranquil place you can possibly imagine. And there is a pond. In fact, we have two ponds. There's one of our ponds. And then the allotments, and Maisie's going to talk a little bit about all three of these in a second. So the allotments are different group of volunteers look after the allotments. We sell some of the produce, people take away some of the produce and use it themselves. And then the orchard is it's a mix of, it's part domesticated, part wild. So we haven't over manicured it. It's a very casual, friendly space. It's another of those quiet spaces that people just sit in and enjoy being in a quiet sort of green lung of the city, if you like. So and you get, just going back to that, pulling out again a little bit, you get this wonderful sense that there's all this bustling city activity around it, and this absolute oasis just bang in the middle of it. So now Maisie will say a little bit about more of how the ecological activities work.